Okay, YouTube, this is our fourth and final video of our adoption series. Sorry, that's why I have Brian read, because I can't. This one's about you guys. You guys asked us a bunch of questions, and we want to answer them. So we're all excited to answer your questions.
Okay, well, number one today comes from YouTube user Jeff R41858, who says, were Selena and Daniel the only prospective children that we met? And if they weren't, can we talk about that experience?
Well, you want me to start it? Go ahead. Okay, we actually were going to meet two little boys in Marin County, a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old, little brothers. And that was before we got the letter from Daniel and Selena, social worker in Sacramento.
Hi.
And if you had watched one of our past videos, we had talked about how I instantly, when I saw their profiles, knew that these were our kids. So as soon as we got her letter, it just felt like fate. And we rushed off to Sacramento, and we didn't meet any other kids.
Yep.
And when you go to adopt, you'll know. I mean, there's something inside of you that will click when you meet a kid. You'll just know that this kid's meant to be a part of your family.
Yeah.
And I think that happened with Daniel and Selena. After our first meeting, I don't think we would have even considered meeting any other kids.
No, yeah, we knew from meeting them. Okay, number two, numero deux, comes from Summer Onset, who is a good friend who
Yeah, we love you.
contributes to the blog. Does a social worker at times still come to visit?
No.
As much as we love them,
No.
thank goodness they're
I
not.
have a solution.
Now, when's the last time you've seen one of our social workers?
I don't remember.
Well, I mean, some of them are friends.
Yeah.
Denise goes to our church,
Yeah.
and she's a social worker that was involved with us.
Yeah.
So once the kids are legally adopted and you go through the court procedures, they're your kids. It's like they're your biological kids. I mean, they are 100% your kids. So no social worker visits. The government pretty much gets out of it. I mean, this is Selena LeFew, and that's Daniel LeFew.
Hi.
And I'm Jay LeFew, and this is Brian LeFew, and we're pretty much a big family here.
The only continued involvement we have from the government is any adopted kid, at least in the state of California, is entitled to a stipend to kind of help out with food and clothes and whatnot. I mean, pretty much that's it. That's the only involvement we have with the government after the fact. Okay, number three, who, I have to read his writing, I can't believe this. Is this?
His name's Sean.
Okay.
That's his YouTube account. It's SDWire1.
Okay.
So SDWire1, also known as Sean.
All right. My partner and I are considering adopting in the distant future. How was the decision to have a multicultural family? Well, it was something that we talked about beforehand. How we would react to having kids that were a different race from us, how our families would react.
But, you know,
to
I don't know that we
having a
talked
race.
about it in the context of me and you having issues. I know that
I
I've always saw myself as with an African-American daughter. So,
And he expressed that to me,
Yeah.
so we did discuss it.
we discussed it in yes, I want an African-American daughter, which I still do. But,
Ultimately, I mean, really, there's something we talked about in the last video that
Yeah.
I think we were more concerned about our family's reactions
Yeah.
than about ours necessarily.
Yeah.
And our families ended up being absolutely fine with it completely.
yeah, they love the kids no matter what their races are.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, my family has expressed more trepidation because we're a same-sex couple and they're concerned that the kids are going to get teased and have a hard time in life. But pretty much all of that has evaporated as time has gone on. And
Yeah. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Exercising?
Huh.
So, actually, Daniel, on that part, I remember when you first came to stay with us, you thought Daddy Brian was Latino.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we talked about our heritage and
Yeah.
what each of our nationalities were. And you said, well, you got dark hair and you got brown eyes and you're not Latino?
Yeah.
Okay, crayon's back.
crayon drama averted,
Okay.
mostly.
So you got your crayon, you happy now? Let me see. And you want to show YouTube what you're doing? What is this? This is the crayon box with a dolphin and what's the other one?
A fish.
A fish. And so Selena is obsessed with this box. It comes from Burger King, so not props to Burger King. But when you have little kids, you're going to realize real soon that McDonald's and Burger King and Taco Bell are the end all for kids' food. They
Don't buy
love
them expensive toys.
Yeah, they would rather have a little plastic container with coloring fish.
And I like tracing the dog.
So back to the question, Daniel, how come you thought Daddy Brian was Latino?
Mm. What was that?
Just because of his dark hair and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you took you a little while to realize that he wasn't. Yeah.
He's actually a little light.
Kind of light. He is white, huh?
But he is dark
See,
red.
he's pink right here.
And he's dark red.
He's a little pink right here too.
Okay.
We're all pink on the inside.
As for nationalities, you know, I think that you need to be really open with yourselves, and you need to talk to yourself about. I mean, because this is somebody who's considering adopting, and I think you need to get with each other and really think about what's right for you guys. You know, I personally don't have anything against any nationalities. I would love a kid no matter what color they are. So I think that's something you really kind of have to get in touch with in yourself. If you have any biases, I think you could get kids. It's very sweet.
Because you don't see it after a while.
No.
All you see is their grin,
Yeah.
you know, all the beautiful pictures that they draw you. I mean, all that other stuff fades off into nothing after a while. But one thing is a feature of being a foster adopt parent is you try to help educate the kids about their culture. So that is a feature that you need to consider is, do you think you can provide that being a foster adopt parent?
And it actually doesn't always work out because, you know, the kids
Got it.
don't really like Latino Mexican food. I mean, anytime we try to get Daniel and Selena to
Except
have,
for tacos.
yeah, but you like American tacos. You don't like Mexican cheeses, and you know, anytime we try to do that, you have a fit.
I remember when we were on a trip in Mexico, the tour guide saying that their kids cut their teeth on jalapeno peppers.
Yeah.
I can't get Daniel in the same room with a jalapeno
No.
pepper.
And what about the cheese in Mexico? Did you like the cheese in Mexico?
No.
And remember that white cheese?
Oh,
You go, this isn't cheese.
yeah. What the?
Okay, so on to the next question.
Okay, that was number 3. Okay, so this one's kind of a big one, and it's all linked together. Number 4 comes from Mr. DeHoff, who asks, do Daniel and Selena have contact with their biological mother?
No.
No.
No, not at this point in time.
Yeah.
I do.
And you do? How did you have contact?
Well, I liked it. I liked it the way she looked it.
Yeah.
So she looked it pretty.
Very pretty. And what's your mom's name?
I forgot. I keep forgetting.
Josephine.
Yeah.
Josephine.
It's like sister, but it's girl.
And a girl version.
Yeah, the girl version.
Yeah.
So you two, we talk to the kids a lot. We're very open with the kids about their past and their history, and you know, I mean, I think that's really important when you adopt kids that you're open and honest, which is going to lead us into one of our other questions. But you know, Daniel and Selena's mom is sick, so she's sick in a way that she's not able to take care of kids, and so Selena and Daniel understand that. I mean, Daniel, what do you remember about your mom?
I remember she drank.
She drank a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
that's kind of. Is
yeah.
that like a problem?
Yeah, some problems.
Yeah.
And you know, Daniel has some I think lots of different feelings about his mom.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about those and we try to make him understand that, you know, his mom wasn't well and that's why she couldn't necessarily be a great mom. But we love her and we talk about her and we include her in our prayers sometimes. And it's important that they know that she loves them the best she can. Yeah.
I like my mom.
Yeah, and someday we'll meet her hopefully, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sure wherever she
I'm
is, she
gonna-
probably thinks about them.
And I'm gonna pick a flower for her.
You know, pick a flower.
I always say that.
And hopefully someday in the future, the kids will be able to re-meet their mom when they're old enough to understand what some of those issues are. And we can all sit down and prepare ourselves to meet her again.
Yes.
Daniel had a very good relationship with his father.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. You miss your dad?
Yes.
And his name was Daniel too, like your name.
I'm junior.
Yeah, you're a junior.
Yeah.
And we always, you know, we understand Daniel's got 3 dads. He's got Daddy Jay, he's got Daddy Brian,
And Daniel.
and Daddy Daniel.
Yeah.
And from what we know, Daddy Daniel lives in
Daddy
Mexico. He
Daniel?
was deported.
That's a funny
Yeah.
name.
And
Daddy
he
Daniel.
willingly gave up his custody rights to Daniel because he understood that Daniel had a lot of medical issues that he would not be able to provide for Daniel. And I think,
But
you
if
know,
But we very much got the
But
sense that was with sadness. And
but if Daniel
Not
was only
necessarily.
living with his father, then that means just me and you would be only my
and that would be
fathers.
sad, huh? That'd be sad.
But we still got you.
On that
guys.
topic, you know, we want to talk about their brothers and sisters a little bit. There's a total of 7 kids.
And I'm
So-
like in the middle.
Well, you're
My-
towards the end of it.
my
Well, you are
s-
towards the middle.
My sister's a little bigger from
Yeah,
me.
he's just a lot bigger.
they have 2 older brothers and 2 older sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Emilio,
we got
No, Emilio's a younger brother.
yeah, he can't see
Yeah,
us,
Emilio's younger than you.
and he can't really see us. 'cause
So 4 older siblings, and those older siblings, some of them are over the age of 18 now. Some of them live with a biological aunt who adopted them. There's an older sibling of the two of them that was actually adopted out, which we have no knowledge or contact about. And then there's Emilio.
We do have card. We do.
No,
We
don't have
can't,
contact.
we can't see Emilio
Yeah.
sometimes. 'cause-
We know about them, but we have no contact with them. And someday that's something we would like to reestablish. But here's one of the things with adoptions. When you adopt kids, they don't give you a lot of information on siblings and parents and aunts and uncles and grandparents. And they actually just, they don't encourage it, that you continue those ties. So that's something that me and Daddy Brian are gonna have to work on as the kids get older and they understand what it means when they meet these siblings.
Yeah.
That, you know, I mean, some of these siblings may not be in healthy situations, so the kids need to understand the full, I don't know how you say it.
I'm not sure exactly what you're trying to hit at.
Well, I mean, how do you go about reintroducing those family members into their lives? I mean, it's not something that we're necessarily against.
It's probably something we're gonna have to hire a service that specializes in that
Finding
to
them.
do later on down the road. Both of us feel that the kids are emotionally capable of dealing with that, and we are emotionally capable of dealing with that. And,
So,
you know, I remember talking to our social worker, Janet, and asking her multiple times,
yeah,
can we get a picture of Daniel's mom, you know?
and it wasn't something that they were willing to give us,
Yeah.
Good.
you know. But someday, I mean, I'm just gonna have to do a little research on my own and make that trip and make those connections and
Yeah,
hopefully reestablish those relationships
carefully.
carefully.
Daniel and Selena have a brother who is in between them in ages, whose name is Emilio, and he was adopted out to a family who is the same race as him, and they're raising him as if he is their biological child and have not told him that he's adopted. That's, you know, we exchange pictures with the family from time to time, but the kids really don't have that kind of contact with him that we would like them to have. But, you know, maybe someday down the road. So, anyway, that wraps up the topic of biological family connections, I think.
Yeah.
Someday we hope that they can have those connections again, but I think that's going to be down the road a ways.
And it's tough. That's going to be, I think, the toughest thing that you deal with as a parent when you have adopted kids is you know, reestablishing important relationships to their lives and understanding that those relationships do not affect your relationship with your kids. You know, Daniel knows we love him immensely.
Yeah.
And we're always going to be his parents. We're always going to love him. And I would never want to keep, you know, him away from anybody that he's related to that would want to have a relationship with him.
Yeah.
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 And you, someday you want to meet your siblings, your brothers and sisters. But I think the best thing you can do for adopted kids is just be completely honest and open with them. You know, and you've got a sniffy nose today.
Yeah.
You getting tired? So, before we go on our last, what did we do today? What did we go see the movies today?
Princess and the Frog.
Did you enjoy that?
Like that frog.
Yeah, like Rock Up There. So we all went to the movies this morning. We saw Princess and the Frog, and do we all recommend it?
Yes.
It was
Big
fun.
thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Big thumbs up. Lots of fun.
If I had 3 arms up, good.
3 arms up. Okay, so I guess on to the next question.
Okay, our last question comes from Bear Paul, our Irish friend.
Okay, I got to jump in real quick. Okay, thank you, Bear Paul, for the gift
Yes,
you just sent us.
thank you.
Thank you for the Christmas card. And what did you get from Bear Paul? Do you remember?
A leprechaun.
A leprechaun. What did you get?
A leprechaun.
And
And
yeah,
you got charms.
we got
Finally,
Lucky
there's someone in
Charms.
this house who's shorter than
We
you,
both
huh?
got the same thing, but
Yeah.
you got different things
We
that
got Lucky Charms.
and we got the
Yeah.
same thing.
So can we say thank you to Bear Paul?
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Bear Paul. We really appreciate it. Our Irish friend, who someday, hopefully, when we go visit Ireland, we'll get to have you take us around and show us a couple breweries.
And someone's flying from Texas that is coming to our party.
Kenny's coming from Texas.
Hi,
We all say hi to Kenny.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, on to the question.
Hi Jay, Brian, Daniel and Selena. Paul Boland here, your Irish pal again. This is to Jay and Brian. All those watching your videos here on YouTube can see what a wonderful family unit you are and what wonderful parents you two are to Daniel and Selena. My question is, have you ever considered adopting another child? Turning your family of 4 into a family of 5 or more?
So, Yes, we have considered adopting a child, and we've talked about it with
Yeah.
you guys, huh? What it would be like to have another brother or sister in the house.
Yes.
I want a child, another child, bad.
Yes.
And you want a what?
A baby sister.
You want a baby sister?
I want a twin
All of
brother.
them want babies,
And then-
but none of them wants to be the one to
And then
change the diapers and deal with that stinky diaper pail
You
for
change
another
the
2 years.
diaper.
So us three would love to add another child to our family, and I know that there are so many kids
And
out
I
there that
can put
really
my
need
ba-
homes.
And I can put
So,
my baby sister in
but
my
Daddy
diapers.
Brian is pretty happy with, I think, our current situation.
Yeah, I have to admit, but that doesn't mean that my mind is closed to it. I'm still thinking about it. To me, knowing how in demand babies are and kind of the way the power structure works in this house, I think an older
Yeah, but-
kid might.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you keep going back to babies, and I've never ever said that a baby has to be the situation. I said we should leave it open to whatever the universe presents us with. I've never ever said we have to have a baby. I said let's keep it, let's put the feelers out there, and whatever's meant to happen will happen.
If I have a baby sister,
I got
if
something
I
to
have
say.
if I have
I
a
still wanna
baby
be the
sister,
You want to be the oldest?
Yes.
if I have a baby sister, I could put her in my old diapers.
Oh, see, she wants the baby sister.
No.
My concern is I want to be able to give Daniel and Selena the most love and the most attention that I can, and I know sometimes how crazy our lives already are.
Yes.
And I guess that's where I'm coming from. I want to be the best dad I can be, and if bringing another kid into that house kind of destabilizes that scenario, then I don't know that it's the best decision.
Yeah, things are so perfect right now, YouTube. I mean, our kids are very well behaved, good kids, and we love them. And they get along really well.
Yeah.
I mean, Daniel and Selena's love for each other is amazing. I mean, no, you don't adore him? No?
I do, but I do like playing with them.
You like to play with Daniel? When you making Daniel play with your Barbie dolls?
Yes.
That's not good.
He plays with the Barbie dolls, and I play with the girl
Yeah,
ones.
this house could use another girl though, just to balance
Oh.
out the hormones a little bit.
Okay, I pick baby sister.
No. Whoa.
So,
It's okay.
I think it'd be a lot harder for us to adopt this time than it was the last time, just for financial reasons. I mean, I think that, when we first adopted the kids, financially we were in a much better spot. I think financially we were able to really clear those hurdles, the financial hurdles when it comes to adopting. I don't know that now we're financially as stable as we once were.
Yeah.
But that's not saying that we couldn't, it's just, I think it'd be a little bit more difficult to get our finances in order to do that. And I think when that time comes to us, we'll have to consider it.
Yeah.
But it's an ongoing conversation, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, YouTube, so we hope you enjoyed this last video, and I hope it answers a lot of your questions about adoption.
And we know there are going to be more coming up down the road.
And our journey through the process, and I mean, without all the work that went through it, I mean, we have incredible kids and a wonderful family,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't change anything. One more thing before we go, actually two more things. What are we doing this next Saturday?
We're having a party.
Christmas party.
Yay!
So if you live in the Bay Area,
And I think everyone's gonna like my room, and can I show them my room?
who right now? No, they've seen your room before, but we'll show it to them some other time, okay?
Oh yeah, I remember. Can I show the people who are coming to the party at my room?
Yeah, when they come. So if you live in the Bay Area, we have a few YouTubers coming. If you'd like to come to the party, just shoot us an email and we'll try to give you directions. And it's just kind of like a potluck show up type thing.
Yeah.
Casual but fun. And so there's an open invitation to any YouTuber that'd like to come. We have a friend coming from Texas
Yeah.
who we can't wait to meet, Kenny, and that's a long way to come for a party.
Yeah.
So we better treat him good.
Yeah.
And the final thing is there's an adoption. If you look down on our profile on our main page, there's a link to
And I'm inviting one of my friends over.
a link to a pro adoption videos. What are they called? Groups on YouTube. And if you become a member, you'll be able to see lots of videos on adoption, gay adoption, and we hope you join that. Until next time.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.